guys, I'm back. Ooh, does this scare you? Look. Or Kelly with no nails on. Oh, I'm getting a new set this afternoon, so don't worry, don't be scared. Don't be scared. Of course, it does scare me, but what happens is when it gets time for me to have a new set, I just got back into town last night. I have a lot to tell you guys. And I'm sipping from one of my new coffee mugs from Park City. Isn't that cute? This was the cutest little coffee shop, a local coffee shop. Look at that, Java Cow. I have some pictures. Utterly Park City. I just love Park City. Of course, as we went into several of those stores, there were really a lot of local douchebags there. The people that work in these stores, I don't know if they're just used to a lot of rich, snooty people that like come in with maybe attitude and treat them bad. I don't know what it is. I just don't understand. Maybe it's just I'm an overly like cheerful person, even when I'm down in the dumps and really frustrated, like I am this morning about certain people in my life. I just cannot be where I'm gonna get up every day and hate the world and whatever. I mean, believe me, there's some people that I would punch their face out if I could. People in my own family. And if you're watching this, of course they wouldn't be watching this. They probably don't even know what my blog is. I would punch them in the face because they deserve it. But anyway, I mean, like, why would you choose to be such a downer? Like, we walked into some of these stores and it's like the person is up at the desk like this, like just watching, they're like watching TV or looking at the remote, not the remote, the cash register like this. Like head down and nothing like, hello, hi, how are you? Welcome to my store. Thanks for spending money in my store, blah, blah, blah. They were just douchebags. Anyway, I digress. The people actually at the little cow restaurant, cappuccino restaurant, were very nice. Mr. Flo, Carl, how's it going? Oh wait, Carl, I believe that you were requesting, and don't worry y'all, I will put into effect, you guys have asked me that you would buy me shoes if I did shoe reviews, and that you would donate to a little fund if I put it up there, if I would do shout outs and video requests. Happy to do that. I can only do up to PG-13 people. I can't do some of those rated R requests. I'm not that kind of girl. Okay, but I will do that. But Carl, I forget if you said that I'm supposed to like hold it. Am I supposed to hold it, Mr. Flo? You guys get mad? So I'll just sit there and hold this like this. Wow, I'm kind of getting a little mini workout here. Speaking of mini workouts, remind me to tell you, I'm very excited to try these two things. Here's what's funny though. Okay, I talked to the Physique 57 people because they're interested in working with us at Fitfluential, which I'm very excited about. This is the fun workout that changed my life, says Kelly Ripa. But I love this because those of you that know me know I had, years ago, I got those Lottie Burke DVDs, and I think from what the gal was telling me when I talked to her, one of the women that was in the Lottie Burke DVDs is in this. And then I also have the bar method. I don't know if it's called the Burr method or the bar method. But the thing I was telling her when I talked to this gal at Physique 57, please bear with me that I'm not remembering her name off the top of my head. You know, I told her, I said, I had these DVDs and I love the actual workouts that you do. Okay, so for those of you that have done this, you know what I'm talking about, where it's the pretzel and it's a lot of hardcore like butt workout. But the DVDs that I had, it was like a 10 or 15 minute workout. And for me, it's kind of like how I was feeling about yoga, like I didn't know where to fit it in. I certainly didn't feel like if I just did 15 minutes of that it was going to kind of get me anywhere, right? It's not like cardio, so you don't feel like you're really sweating off any fat or losing weight. You're definitely working your butt, but like 15 minutes, it just didn't seem. Now this is 57 minutes, so I'm very excited to try this, and I will give you a review of it. Among, my gosh, you guys, I have so many other DVDs to try, and sorry, I didn't know what that was, and do reviews on. I still haven't done all of the Georges St. Pierre GSP Rush Fit. I haven't done all of those, but I freaking love his. I'm a little like now on that RKS kettlebell. I did the first one and I liked it, but I'm kind of feeling like maybe I'm missing something. I'm kind of feeling like it's not as much of the hardcore like kettlebell workouts that, like Kettlebell Bombshell, I really liked hers, and she's got a new one coming out. I gotta go back in and do some of those workouts because I'm just, the second time I did it, I was like, where's the sweat fest? Like, I just, you know, when I'm gonna work out, if I'm doing my workouts for an hour, I wanna get bang for my buck, you know what I mean? I wanna feel like that after, and I wanna feel like I wanna come here and share it with you guys and be like, oh my God, I'm so excited, be like dripping in sweat. Anyway, so here's the funny thing about this. Who told me this? It's actually one of our Fitfluential bloggers. I saw this on her blog and I was like, OMG, very cool. This is Paulina, is it Pauline or Pauline? Pauline Nordin, forgive me, I don't know how I say it. Is it Nordin or Nordine? But I have been following her in the more like figure competition space. And for those of you that are in that, you know, into figure competition or reading blogs of people that are into fitness competition, or you read Oxygen magazine, you know, she is hardcore. Like if you go to her blog, she is hardcore badass. Like, I don't want to say bodybuilding, but like she is beyond buff. Like where I look at her muscles and go, oh my God, like she's like a female Hulk. This is what kills me though, is to see, now it's a little bit, I don't know if you can see this. If you see the pictures up here, you can see that she is still very muscular, but I'm just looking at this picture. When I first saw this picture and I was like, that's Pauline Nordine, I'm like, they have airbrushed out all of her like muscle, like she's hardcore. And personally, I think that they did that so that these types of videos would appeal to more women, because if you show Pauline the way she really is, if you look her up and you Google her, putting that close to you so you can Google her, she is a lot more muscly, for lack of a better word, than she appears here. Now I will show you, let's see. I mean, this, if you saw this picture, and for those of you that have been following her for a long while, you'd be like, what's going on? She's not huge like the huge female bodybuilders that get huge. She's not like that. I think she's got an amazing physique, but she is a lot bigger, a lot more, so I don't know if they made her. I just think it's interesting. I'm sure that to market this to a wider audience, they probably made her, soften her up, or made her, you know, or they airbrushed her out a little bit, because I think so many women, which is very sad, are still intimidated by someone who's too buff or too hardcore. I'm not saying she's too buff or too hardcore. I think she's a beautiful physique. I'm just saying, I know that that's the kind of stuff that happens, which is kind of disappointing, because to me this does not represent this makes her look like she's great and she's fit, but she's actually more fit and more buff than that, which anyway, just got off on a long tangent, but really that's what you expect from me. Now let me tell you why I couldn't vlog really until today. As you can see, the video, the blog that I did on Monday, was I had to shoot a video from my iPad because we were in Salt Lake City last week for the Evo conference, right? I still have so much to tell you guys. Like, I have so many videos to shoot and just catch you up, because if I just shot one video, it'd be 200 minutes long, and nobody wants to watch that. It could be used as a sleep aid. It could put you to sleep. Anyway, here's the deal. So, brought my camera with me, had full intentions of shooting video. Didn't. We were slammed out there. Sunday, I went to the airport. My flight was supposed to be at 4, so I got to the airport probably around 1:30 to return my rental car. And then our flight was delayed from 4 to 5 to 6 to 7 to 8. They didn't let us know, I think, until closer to 10 o'clock that the flight was canceled. So then we had to march down, get our bags, get a hotel voucher, head over to a hotel that was close to the airport, sit and wait. They booked some of us on a 6 a.m. flight, some of us on a 4 p.m. flight. So then the next day, I'm getting ready to go back to the airport at 1:30, and then it's delayed, and it's delayed again, and it's delayed again, and it's delayed again. I sat in the hotel lobby for 6 hours on Monday, waiting and thinking, okay, just let me know. If you're canceling the flight, just let me know so I can go get a room and do some work, because I'm sitting in the lobby with all my bags and working on my iPad trying to plug it. It was so annoying. So finally, I think the flight left at around 8 or 9, which is like 10 or 11 Chicago. No, it was 9 or 10, 11. I don't even know what time it was. Long story short, Monday night, I got home to my house at midnight. I had to wake up the next morning. I slept until 9, and I had to be picked up at 1:30 by the limo to go back to DC this week. So then I get into the airport, they get ready to board, and then they stop the plane, and they're like, no, we're not boarding yet. And I'm like, this happens again, I'm going to go postal on someone. I really am going to lose it. But we boarded, got to DC, had meetings, great crazy storms while I was out in DC, really insane. And then our meetings for Thursday canceled, so I took an earlier flight, got home, we were delayed more, finally got home, I think Thursday around, I don't know, 3 or 4, and now no it's not. Is it Friday? Yeah, it's Friday. I'm totally lost. And what time is it? I actually have a call in half an hour. So I'm swamped. I had stuff all day today, but I wanted to come in here and at least shoot a vlog because on top of everything else, here's why you also haven't had a vlog. Monday, when I checked out of that hotel, didn't realize it until Tuesday that I had my battery for the camcorder charging in the wall, and I left it there. So I called the hotel, and this is what pisses me off, really pisses me off, because what is someone gonna do with a charger and a battery for a camcorder? I called the hotel and they're like, no, we didn't find it. And I'm like, I know it's still in the room. Like, I called them like the very next day. And I know they found it. It was either still in the room, like they didn't notice it because it was above the desk, or it was not in the room and someone found it and threw it away or whatever. I know that it was there. Like, I know how I pack my bags. I travel way too much. And so I left it there, and it really pissed me off because then I had to go do all of this research to find out where I could get just a battery for my Sony camcorder, which they don't make anymore. And I didn't feel like spending another $1,200 on a new camcorder. So all that to say, finally went to Best Buy yesterday around 6, got a new battery. They were out of the charger, so I'm gonna have to get a new charger, but I was able to do this, and now here I am, giving you my video love with no nails. And I know someone's gonna write me and go, Kelly, you don't need to have nails. Let me tell you something. Yes, I do, because my hands look like a fetus. I have very small hands. I don't have small feet anymore. Yeah, my feet are a size 8 now, so I don't have small feet. But what I did notice is my mom has very small shoulders, but I have small shoulders, and it really pisses me off because you guys know that have known me. I have always been saying the past couple of years that I really want to build up my delts. I like that look anyway, right? And it's getting there. I really want to build up my delts. I was noticing in one outfit that I wore, someone took a picture of me and I was like, oh, maybe it's because my hooters are big and then it makes the shoulders look even smaller. I took after my mom there. It's like I got my dad's lower body and my mom's upper body. So I got my mom's boobs and small shoulders, and I got my dad's legs, which are good because I have killer calves and very, very muscular quads. Like, I will never have skinny mini legs, and I'm cool with that. I still have fat to lose on my legs, but I'm cool because I like what's underneath. But yeah, just wishing I could just get like, I don't know, Madonna's abs thrown in there. That would be great. That's where I have all my weight to lose, really. Most of my weight, like I told you. A lot of you guys have been asking me. I was just about to say most of my weight right now it's around my middle. From the side, I've totally lost. When I first went through the perimenopause changes and all of that, I gained it on my tummy, and for the first time I had it on my tummy. But now, I will tell you, like, that's gone, but if you look at me from the front, I've added weight like on the side. So if this is my waist, and I'm very like hourglass, right? There's just more. So now I have to just chisel that out. That's where I'm losing my weight. But anyway, I'm gonna do it, you guys. And what I'm saying for me, you guys might have heard me say this, but I'm just saying to myself that the first half of this year was really good in that I read these books, I started seeing my therapist, and I mentally kind of got past my really bad dieting behaviors. That's gonna be a work in progress till I die probably, but I'm in a much better place. And I really needed to do that because the past 2 years were such a minefield for me with dealing with psycho diet issues and all of that stuff. But the second half of the year is when I'm saying, look, I'm gonna reach my goal by the end of the year. I would love to say, I just feel like I'm putting too much of that, it's not necessarily pressure, but if I say, look, I'm gonna reach my goal by the end of the year, then that makes it more of a lifestyle. That makes it more of, let's just work out and change, instead of saying, you know, I had started doing that a couple months ago or a month ago, saying, I've gotta do this and I'm gonna reach my goal by August 1st. And when I do that, it's not like I'm trying to give myself permission to sloth. I don't wanna do that. I wanna reach my goals sooner rather than later, people, okay? But sometimes that's what I did when I was training for the half marathon towards the end of last year, once it got to be like, with my work and my travel, when it got to be that I had this schedule and I had to get in like a 2-hour run on Saturday and I had to get this in, and I'm doing that and I'm trying to squeeze it in with the stress of travel and work, and now I'm not only doing travel and work, but I'm working, full-time day job, and now I'm, doing this stuff where I'm building this business that is growing like crazy in my free time, which I really don't have free time anymore. You can see where I'm going with that. It's highly stressful. So I'm trying to just get back into my lifestyle where fitness is part of my lifestyle, where my workouts are part of my lifestyle and they're non-negotiable, as opposed to just pushing myself too much to reach a goal by a certain date that's potentially pushing me into a psycho diet mindset. I don't want to do that. So I have no doubt finally that this will be the year. I've been talking about this for 2 years, but the past 2 years my mindset was not in the right place. I'm finally in the right place, and that's why I'm saying I'm reaching this goal by the end of the year, as opposed to setting some specific date and trying to make myself constantly feel like I'm under the gun, like, hey, you only have 6 more weeks, and you're, then I go to weigh myself and I'm not where I want to be, so then I'm panicking, and then I'm feeling like I have to be more hardcore in my diet the next week, and I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. This is the way to live. This is a lifestyle, and so that's why you're going to hear me say more. It's all about doing this by the end of 2011. And finally, I don't have any doubts about that. It's a pretty damn good feeling. So I gotta go get ready. I got calls, but I will be back with you more normal now that I've got all my equipment back, and we'll be just one big happy family. And I'm not gonna show you much of my nails because they're really gross. You can just see my hand. Talk to you tomorrow.